you see the Chicago stuff and you know that that's, our main base. But let's talk a little high school first.
Good morning, Highland Park. I'm Nate, here with your Highland Park football update. I'm standing at Walters Field as the Giants are about to play the Knights, and standing next to Ben Fitzsimons, one of the broadcasters for the Highland Park football team. Ben, what do you think the keys are for the Giants to win this game?
David Crane, he's my biggest pick to click. I think he has a strong arm, accurate arm. He's going to have some open receivers, and I think they have to take shots downfield with him. Along with him, Zion Griffin, he's been injured and in and out of the lineup recently. He had a big first home game with 4 touchdowns.
On Friday night's whiteout, the Highland Park Giants fell short to the Prospect Knights.
Guys, we gotta hurry up.
Prospect came out to an early lead with a 23-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter.
To number 22.
The Knights kept up the offensive firepower and finished the night with 40 points. Quarterback David Crane is responsible for both of Highland Park's touchdowns. First, he snuck it across the goal line.
Quarterback keeper, and that's good for Giant touchdown.
Then he followed it up with a 37-yard dime into the arms of Jaden Holzman.
I think we're doing very good things. We just got to now take things 1 week at a time and, really just hone in on each opponent.
Staying focused, like going to practice, being chill, not worrying about the pass, and just play our game. We know what to do. We just need to go out there and execute.
We need to go in focusing on, what's happening right here, right now, not what happened in the past, not what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Just got to stay focused.
And what are some strengths that we see from this Giants team this year?
When we're all together, when we're playing together, our passing game, it's a strength we have. We just got to all connect.
Our offense line, defense line, they've just been very dominating and very focused on what they're supposed to do during practice and during games, and just go out there and execute as much as they can, do the best they can for everyone.
Our speed and our skill, and we do have a really good group of linemen that have been coming together all year, so we're putting it all together right now, and I think the product is going to pay off moving forward.
Keeping that football going on. There's a lot of high expectations and 4 more losses than last year against, of course, Oakland. But, optimism's running high in Chicago. I'm just going to throw that out there. Optimism's running high for me.
And the optimism was running high before the year, and lots of fans were disappointed going throughout.
The plan is simple. This quarterback draft class is talented. Obviously, you're not going to draft a Joe Burrow or a Tua Tagovailoa. There are hidden gems in this draft class that can perform at a professional level. All around the board. You have draft picks to draft one.
I disagree with that completely. I don't think the Bears should draft QB. You don't have a first round pick.
Yeah, I'm not saying you draft
You have a second round pick.
You don't draft him there. I agree. You wouldn't draft him in the second round.
You're targeting maybe a player like Jalen Hurts, who you might not even get. I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be in the NFL. Some people compare him now to Lamar. I think he's going to be terrible.
I agree, but there are players in this 6th and 7th round. You're talking Florida State's Alex Hornibrook will be available for that entire draft. There are tons of these quarterbacks who helped teams win football games at a good level who will be available. And I'm not saying, draft a stud like Jalen Hurts to compare. I'm saying draft somebody in the 6th or 7th round just to be like, hey, the downfall last year is not acceptable. We're going to put somebody else in our system to train them under our system. If they outperform you, they outperform you. If they don't, they don't.
The Bulls, who are currently in season, almost midway through the season,
Boylan is out the door.
And
if he stays for another season, then I am ashamed to be a Bulls fan.
And
he does not deserve any money whatsoever. For whatever reason, they decided to get rid of Tom Thibodeau. BS. He made the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then we got Fred Hoiberg. It sounded okay. Iowa State's looked pretty decent over time. You took a defensive team and tried to put scorers on it. You can't do that.
You took a team with talent and you went nowhere with it. That led to Jimmy Butler getting traded. Lowry Markkanen has great couple first years, struggling this year, struggling at the end of last year. Chris Dunn, who you also got in a trade, great defensive player. Yes, he struggles offensively. I still think he should stay with the Bulls. You're talking Bulls and bowling and how he has to go after the season. The Blackhawks, going to another sport, just got Collington last year. This is his first full season with the Hawks.
Pretty good.
And they have looked pretty good. They're coming off a sweep in the Canada series.
They're good. They're a good team. Like, this Blackhawks team is a good team, and they're young, and like you have veterans like the greatest American to ever play hockey in Patrick Kane. Veterans like the greatest captain of the Chicago Blackhawks, Jonathan Toews. Veterans like the greatest defender of the Chicago Blackhawks, and not to mention the second most games played from the Chicago Blackhawks in Duncan Keith. It's a generational team that is now teaching guys like Alex DeBrincat right here how to play hockey, and they're teaching Caglia how to play hockey. They're teaching Dylan Strom's amazing. Kirby is amazing. Like, you're teaching guys how to play hockey.
And Kirby Doc has...
Oh my God, he's fantastic.
He's a 17-year-old who's now...
He's my age. He's my age and doing things better than I am. What am I doing talking about him? What's he doing? Making me talk about him.
And that's just showing you how... Lots of people were complaining about this Blackhawks team coming into the season.
They're good.
What's going on? Yes, they are like 3 points out of the wild card spot right now, but...
That's impressive.
They've looked good, and I think they have the chance to get this wild card spot. And who knows what could happen? You also have to look at the goalie situation. They stole Robin Leonard in free agency from the Islanders.
Fantastic, man.
And he has dominated. You Crawford, he's still there in backup. He's playing strong, but he's also had lots of concussions these last couple of years.
He's been injury prone. That's the problem with the Blackhawks have had.
Now you have Leonard who's coming in and playing absolutely unbelievable. In my opinion, an all-star snub. But still, he's playing unbelievable. With this Blackhawks team that doesn't have much defense, you have to lock him up.
You gotta lock him up. I was about to say. Now, I'm not talking lock him up like Rick DiPietro, if you remember that name at all. Long story short, Islanders goalie, first pick in the draft, looked all right. You want to know what they did?
What?
15 years, $145 million contract.
Yeah, you can't do
How
that.
many years did he play of that? Played 3 years. How many All-Stars? 1. You expect a 15-year guy? You can't do that, obviously. But I mean, 7 years, $45 million doesn't sound terrible. That sounds like that's big hockey money too.
And now the Blackhawks, who have been dominating, like we said before. We're gonna close this up with a team in Chicago who's looking on the uprise, looking for that championship, looking to bring it back to Chicago for the first time in over a decade now, and who's just made awesome free agents moves. Wrapping this session up, Chicago White Sox.
They look fantastic. It's simple. They look fantastic. This is the year to prove it. Like, this is if you want to try to compete for a division title, this is the division to do it. Indians, downfall. Tigers, worst team in the league. Royals aren't doing anything. You have Los Bombas and the Twins. Like, they're going to keep hitting home runs.
That's true.
So that's going to be the competition. You have Twins, White Sox. That's first and second.
And we bring it back to the Bears having high expectations this year.
Chicago sports are looking great.
And maybe they fell off a little bit, but I think the White Sox, with all their talent pieces, I think they come in, take this AL Central, and they make a run in the playoffs.
That's where I'm going to stop you.
Who knows? They come up with a team against the Yankees. Sure, it'll be tough. They'll probably get their butts kicked, but in the future,
this team's going to win a World Series in the next 5 years.
I agree completely.
They're going to win a World Series in the
100%.
next 5 years. They're going to. They're too talented. They've locked way too many guys up for them not to. And the best part is, I'll still find $6 tickets on the terrace and move down to the 100s. That'll never change because the terrace seats suck. So that'll never ever. They need to renovate that stadium so badly. I'm going to say it dead in the camera. Stop with the steep seats in the 514s. You want to know who that's reserved for? That one awkward couple and a bunch of day camps.
I mean, we could talk days upon days about anything related, but I mean, we're running out of time now,
And we're getting hungry and B-Dubs is calling our name.
I mean, it was just fun episode and I can't say anything more.
I can't either. Ben Fitzsimons, Jacob Zucker. Peace. That was fantastic.